Welcome to ESTNN. My name is Malik, and today we are going to talk about Valorant agents. Before we get started, if you like this video, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and hit that bell notification if you want to stay up to date on when we post new videos.
Sova the Scout is an underrated agent that provides versatility in how you obtain information. Sova's toolkit is for those who want to acquire information for their team while risking their own location. Much like Cypher, Sova is one of the two information gathering agents in Valorant, but his playstyle is much more aggressive than that of his counterpart. This Russian agent has a toolkit that helps him seek out the enemy's location and disrupt their positioning, all while coordinating with his team to execute some pretty nice plays. Sova's first ability is his Owl Drone, a neat little gadget that is deployed from his wrist and can be piloted. The drone is sent to fly around the battlefield and collect information on the enemy, and while it can be destroyed, it also has a little battery meter that determines for how long you can use it. The drone can shoot a tracking dart onto any enemies that it sees, and this is used to peek around a corner and get the extra scout on where the enemy might be hiding. There is a double-sided coin to this. Sova is left standing there while he is piloting the drone, so if an enemy comes up on a flank, they could take him out if your team isn't watching your back. But a lot of the times we see Sova drones and a duelist push into the point at the same time, providing sight and coverage. It's almost like an extra set of eyes without actually Sova putting himself in danger. Many professionals will pilot the Owl Drone really close to the ground because what it does is it forces the enemy to move their crosshairs from what would be head level down to the floor, giving you or your teammate just a few extra seconds to get the nice little headshot in. Sova's next two abilities are different type of bolts that can be shot from his bow. Both of the abilities can be bounced up to 2 times, and how hard Sova pulls on the drawstring to shoot the bolt depends on how long you charge the ability with a left click. His first and his signature ability, Recon Bolt, is a sonar arrow that sends out a continuous pulse and detects anyone who is in line of sight of the bolt. The Recon Bolt can be destroyed, but that gives away their location, and if an enemy is smart, if they see that first pulse go out, they could hide out of line of sight before it even detects them. Same thing with shooting it. There are a million different videos out there for each map about where are the air quote most ideal Sova Recon arrow locations. Realistically, just spend time experimenting and seeing what you can figure out. While a lot of these little places are good to know, they don't work in all scenarios, and you have to have a really good read on the enemy team and their behaviors to make them useful. Knowing the most common spots in each map, maybe a good 5 to 10, is what will help you be successful when you get your start with Sova. His second arrow bolt is going to be the shock bolt, and this erupts in electricity when it makes contact with its final location, damaging anyone that's caught in its radius. This can be used to flush out corners, and if you detect an enemy, this is a nice little way to force them to relocate and give your team the upper hand. Shock Dart can be used for stalling out the objective, stopping somebody from planting the spike or defusing it, because while the Shock Dart may not one-hit kill them, it does do significantly enough damage that you could come around the corner and take them out with a single body shot. Sova's ultimate ability, Hunter's Furo, shoots a single laser beam from his arrow, and it has 3 charges. This beam will cut through walls, marking an enemy if it slightly grazes them, and slowing any enemy that survives the shot. Now, if you can line this up with an enemy, you're more than likely going to kill them. You also get 3 shots, so even if that first one only grazes them and marks their location, you can kind of predict where they're going to go. The range of the ultimate goes really across the whole map in some situations. It's useful at displacing snipers and splitting up a team, but be wary that if your own team is in front of you while you're using this, you're probably going to destroy all of their armor and possibly kill them. Sova and Cypher both have tools that allow them to acquire intel, but Sova takes a more aggressive approach. His bolts and owl drone make his location fairly obvious, so having a teammate to back you up is almost necessary. On the flip side of that though, once you gain the recon that you need to spot out the enemy, you and your team can swing in to take advantage of the panic, and that is often a tactic that yields great results. Tempered aggression is what works best for Sova, altering the flow of battle by scouting out the objective and acting accordingly.
My name is Malik. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure to drop us a like. If you want to stay up to date on all of the other videos that we are putting out, in addition to all of our Valorant and other esports related stuff, make sure to hit that subscribe and that bell icon so that way you will get notifications whenever we post new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.